So here what we're going to do is we're going to take this expression and we're going to substitute in the x, y, and z and then do the evaluate the expression. So here we have the substitution. X equals -2, y equals 2/3, and z equals 3/4. To add this together, we need to have a common denominator. So for this one, I'm going to multiply by 3 on top and 3 on bottom. Okay, here we're going to multiply by 4 on bottom and 4 on top. And we're going to multiply by 12 here, so we're going to end up with -24 over 12 plus 8 over 12 plus 9 over 12. Okay, and putting that all together, we're going to end up with 24 plus 8 plus 9, that ends up being -7 over 12. Okay. For the next one here, we're going to substitute in the 2/3. Okay, so it's 2/3 divided by, instead of divide, we're going to multiply. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Reciprocal, which is 1 over -2, plus 3 over 4. Okay, so here we're going to do the multiplication first. So we can simplify that before we multiply. So we end up with 1 over -3 plus 3 over 4. Okay, again, the common denominator is going to end up being 12. So times the top and bottom by 3 times 3 here. Okay, times by 4 here and times by 4 here. Okay, so we end up with -4 over 12 plus 9 over 12. That leaves us with +5 over 12. Okay. For C, again, do the substitution. X is equal to -2 multiplied by 2/3. Okay, remember times on top, divide on bottom. So this times only goes to the top of the fraction. And divide, so instead of dividing, I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to use the reciprocal 4 over 3. Okay, so there's no common factors here. So we're going to end up with times on top, divide on bottom. So it's going to be times, times, times. So we end up with -16 on top, divided by 3 times 3, which is 9. Okay, moving on to this one here, x was equal to -2, so we get 1/3 times -2, and again, remember that the times is only for the top, minus 2 times 2/3. Same thing here, the 2 only multiplies to the top here, plus 2 times 3 over 4. Okay, so again, same thing, just multiply just goes on the top of the fraction. So we end up with -2 over 3 minus 4 over 3 plus 6 over 4. Okay, so let's combine that first. So we end up with -6 over 3, which is really just 2, plus, this simplifies to 1.5, so we'll simplify that to 3 over 2. Okay, so this is -2 plus 1.5 basically, so it's going to be equal to -1/2. Okay, so if you want to make this common denominator, you can do the extra step here. So this becomes -4 over 2 plus 3 over 2, and that's going to be equal to that there. Okay, so for this one here, x is again equal to -2 plus y is 2/3, and then we're going to square all that. Okay, so we remember that we have to do the brackets first. We can't square separately. Okay, squares and pluses are not compatible, so we have to do that completely separate. So we're going to get a common denominator here first. So -6/3 plus 2/3. We'll square that. So -4/3. Once I've done the addition, now I can square it. So it's +16 over +9.